I'm so excited in this video. As we're running into is my huge, massive castle that we've been building for a while now, and I've been wanting to do this for our romance series that I've been planning. It's a little late for Valentine's Day, but either way, I'm still excited to get into it. It's something we've been working on for a while. My move kind of like put a few hiccups in the plan and whatnot, but it's gonna be a little bit different video. Rather than a build video, it's just gonna be overview of like everything and how it looks and whatnot. It has technically 3 floors plus the basement, and I'm excited to show you guys all of it. So we're just gonna go through it. I'm gonna voice over it, explain everything, and I don't know, maybe somebody will like this video, maybe some won't, but either way, I'm excited to show you guys this massive castle that we've been working on together. So I think without further ado, let's jump into the video. So I'm excited to show you guys this because I've been working on this so long, not only on stream but off stream, and even before the castle pack itself came out, which honestly I kind of wish I had the pack before, because there's certain like architectural things that I wanted to do once I had the pack. Like they had the beautiful archways and certain things like the indoor, like I don't know, indoor archways I could have incorporated if I had planned out the size and everything, but I didn't. I tried to incorporate the windows and everything that I could, and please excuse my beautiful but awful skills at, you know, recording. I'm trying my best here, guys, I promise. But yeah, so here's the first floor, and each side of the castle is kind of the same, except one side's the king, one side's the queens, in a sense. But up front, we have like a little lounge area that I'm excited to show you through these doors. You know, just something basic. I don't know. We have these towers, and I was like, what can we put in here? What would make sense? And I was like, you know what? Why not just a spot to sit and lounge? I'm kind of hoping to, like, what's it called, throw a lot of parties and whatnot. I wanted to make sure I incorporated items that the Sims could potentially go to autonomously, but I'm not quite sure if anybody will use that, but maybe, I don't know. It's like I thought it would be like a waiting room per se, but yeah. And the next step we have is bathrooms. I wanted to make sure we had plenty of bathrooms, because not only will there be a lot of Sims living here, but I'm hoping to like invite Sims over, so I'm definitely gonna have to figure out how to increase the amount of Sims who can hang out on one lot. But here we have is the first room of the queens, and this is kind of her study where she can either have people over and they can have tea time over there, or she can work at her desk. Absolutely love the color scheme of her room. And then next over here in her room is her, like, I don't know, her study? I don't know, it's more like a lounging, like, reading, like, I don't know, stuff that she needs and resources. I don't really know what to call it, but there's like a little piano and whatnot if she wants to learn. But over here we have, it's like a little graveyard. I clearly need to make sure I remember to add stairs there because I don't have any. Next up we have is the dining hall, which is massive. I don't think we'll ever fill all the seats, and if you guys know Sims, they're probably not all gonna sit there. And then we have like a little bar area that you can access a different way and whatnot. So I'm gonna get a little turned around in this video, I'm not gonna lie, because this build is huge. It's 3 floors plus the basement. But over here we have the bathroom, another bathroom. Guys, there's gonna be so many bathrooms. I feel like there wasn't gonna be enough bathrooms because like the build is huge, the lot is huge, and Sims are gonna take forever to find a bathroom. Sims even like struggle in the small house. So, but here we have is the servants' quarters, which I try to make sure the doors are the same in these like areas, as a sense of like, oh, this is where the servers and whatnot should go. But yeah, so they have access to the little dining hall there. Then this is their access to the bar and whatnot to help serve, I guess, and whatnot. I'm trying to make it like no TVs, you know, nothing too tech wise. I don't know, I tried my best, but clearly I don't know a whole lot. But yeah, here's the kitchen and whatnot. I absolutely love the kitchen. It's one of my favorite spots, like the little eating bread there and whatnot. I don't know, it's one of my favorite rooms. And over here we have is like a little chicken coop, a little like spot that they can eat. The fencing's a bit broken because of the way I could have tabbed out, but I didn't really want to. But I'm happy to have goats and horses and chickens and whatnot. Not that we'll be on Simple Living Lot, but in the sense that we would be. I just don't want to struggle with being on Simple Living Lot and then hoping my butler or whatever will feed us. But here's the little service quarters. I try to make sure there's 3 different ones because with the live-in service mod that you can get, there's gardening, I think there's nannies. I try to like incorporate little items for each of them. And then what's the other one? I think it's, maids, I think is the one I'm looking for. I can't remember. I'm going to look at the live-in service mod, but that's where they'll be staying and whatnot. And then, as you guys can see, we just finished that side of the hall. We're going to continue down without going upstairs. Here we have is the butler's room. I don't know. I feel like the butler needed a nice room. Like, I'm assuming they, like, help maintenance the house. And then they have, like, a shared bathroom with all the service, though. So here we have is, like, just tiny little showers. Nothing too fancy, because it's going to be annoying as is to have this bathroom, and I'm hoping to like lock the doors properly, but I'm pretty sure, you know, in Sims that people are gonna end up here that I don't want it to end up in here. And then yeah, we're back in the living quarters, so it's kind of like a little loop that the butler can go through if he wants to, or you can enter the main hallway here. So yeah, this is like the first chunk of the first floor, as you guys can see. And out here we have is the front area where you can see the wishing well and like stairs to go upstairs also. We'll tour the outside and whatnot. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything, because yeah, this build is massive, and being in this mode is definitely gonna make me forget something. But yeah, here we have is the bathrooms, which is next to the gym, so they can shower and clean up and whatnot. You know, our guests can use this. There's a lot of guest rooms upstairs. I think I have a total of 3 or 4. Don't quote me. And then we have a sauna. I know this might, I don't know. I thought it's a spot for it. I used it, and a little massage table at the end there for our lovely Sims. Next up we have is the gym. I wanted like a workout spot for the nights, because we do have a spot for nights to live. I did want a workout area, but I ended up making it like a little horses spot over there where that little wooden fence is. Because there's no like track and field that I can incorporate, and I was like, it's not like my Sims can duke it out and build like fitness. I mean, we can duke it out, but they'll be enemies. They won't be friends or comrades. Oh, and that's where the basement goes. We're gonna view that in a second now. But moving forward, now we're on the king side of the hall. So this is like the ending of the one side of the build. But yeah, so here's where the knights stay. I love the little cozy like home style, like I don't know, I love their quarters. It's a little tight knit obviously, but yeah, so you have like all their toilets. They got plenty of toilets. My goal is to have like an apartment set up for this area, so I don't have to see all these bathrooms and whatnot. I'll just play Sims who have a bunch of like night outfits on for the story context. That's the plan, at least. I don't know how well this will work out and if they'll use the common area, the community areas and whatnot. So, well, I'll have to figure it out. It's gonna be. That's all I can say. But yeah, just to quickly show off the little horses area, I placed a lot of the little hay, like the hay thing. What are they called? The things that they can eat out of, I'm blanking out on the word. Prairie grass, there we go. Mainly because I don't want to have to worry about that. I mainly want to like focus on the storyline, so I placed those like crazy. But here you have is the king's office, I guess. I try to incorporate like little different details in each of their areas and a different color scheme. I don't know. I wanted to go more masculine, but you guys know me. I don't know much about like fashion or building or anything. This is just me trying my best, and I'm really impressed, so that's why I'm showing off this this video overall in the hopes that you guys enjoy it and whatnot. But we just passed up 2 doors. Those are just the doors to connect to those rooms that we just viewed. And then here we have the bathrooms, which is identical to the other side where the queen has her stuff and whatnot. So yeah, and then obviously we have the same little study rooms. I don't know, I thought it'd make it a little easier on myself if I made certain rooms layout the same. I mean, obviously some might have different details here and there, but majority of it is identical and whatnot. But yeah, so that's just the other side here. As you guys can see, I try to incorporate the little archways that they came in the castle pack. We have like the little wishing well that I'm hoping to use, but I don't know if we will. And then we have like a little spot outside for tea time, and then a spot on the other side for I had like kids. I don't know if we'll have a kid here. I don't really know yet for the Sims and stuff for the storyline. I mainly have just been so focused on finishing this build overall. I had an idea, but it's gonna come together later. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. I do know there's a prince and a princess and a king and a queen and some other stuff that you guys will see shortly. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is the secret door that I was talking about. Or not secret door, I didn't talk about it, but there's a secret door in the king's office, which also we went in the door earlier where I said we'll go down to the basement shortly. And this just kind of leads us down to, I don't know, I thought it'd be like a secret area for the king to like escape from. And I really wanted to be like known that the king and queen, like the king's definitely favored and the prince is definitely favored. But yeah, so this is like our, what's it called? Prison cell? No, what are they called? Jail cell? Take him to the dungeon. Is that what they say? I clearly don't know, but that's, I don't know what I'm talking about clearly anymore. But yeah, this is where we lock people up. Nothing suspicious here to look at. Definitely don't look at the floors. And then yeah, so here we have is like one of our top secret rooms. I don't know, it's a little weird to have it right next to the dungeon where we lock people up, but they're locked up. We don't have to worry about them stealing our stuff, right? But yeah, so we have that down here. I don't know, it's a lot of, I don't know, from the, what's it called? Jungle Adventure pack. I don't know how I ended up adding all those items, but I don't know. And this is where the king can escape. Hopefully the king tells his family that this is the escape route, but I don't know. I thought we had to at least have one escape route in the end. And yeah, so we're gonna swing back around and get back inside and head upstairs finally. I don't know. I really hope you guys like it. I did the landscaping and the exterior first. I think that was a good chunk of it. But man, like filling everything in all the rooms took a while. But whoop, oh, went to the wall. Okay, here's the second floor. I wanted to go up this way for some reason. I tried to make the hallways, I guess you could call it, like interesting. So first things first, we have another kitchen. I tried to make sure I had plenty of kitchens. I'm a little worried about how many trash cans I have. I don't think I have enough. But let's view this side first. We have a bathroom, another lovely bathroom. Gotta have plenty of those. And then over here, if we continue down, you guys could see I had like a little statues, like just a bunch of statues over there. I just try to like fill it up. Like we're supposed to be like a wealthy kingdom, I'm guessing. But yeah, there's the stairs down to like the king or queen side. I don't know which side we're on. I'm a little turned around as is. But yeah, ignore the roofing, please. But yeah, here we have is our first little ballroom. I won't lie though, the ballrooms feel kind of small, but it is The Sims, so we got to think about that. But yeah, they feel small. But here we have is the, as I like to say, the mistress's rooms. I'm sorry, I can't say it any other way. I just started saying mistress's, and I can't stop saying mistress's. And this is their room. So, I don't know how, but we ended up agreeing on one of my streams that the king isn't really loyal. And this is where all of their mistresses is. I can't stop saying it. Oh my god, one of these times I'll say it right. Not today. But yeah, this is where they'll be staying. I really wanted to incorporate like the like more browns and like not golds, if that makes sense. I don't know. I really don't know anything about castles and whatnot or kings and queens. But yeah, so there's our little statue hall showing off our art, I don't know, artist maybe. And then we have, this is the princess's room, but not really ideal next to the mistress's room. But either way, I kind of wanted the whole plot to be on the princess and how they're not particularly like the favorite. They're getting married off. That's the whole ploy. And we're going to be inviting a bunch of like princes and over and whatnot. And the princess has to pick one, basically. At least they get to pick, I guess, in the mind of the family. But that'll be the whole ploy of, like, will the princess get with one of them? Are they even worth it? So yeah. So they have a bathroom, they have the closet, and then their little toilet and whatnot. A lot of pinks. I feel like they probably think of her as, like, a little girl. I don't know. Or maybe she likes pink. I love pink. So, and I really wanted to use the pink bed, the pink fancy bed. So that was her lovely room and whatnot. Her brother's room, the prince, you guys will see shortly, is like similar but definitely bigger. But yeah, here we have is the royal room, which I probably will not use. I don't know, maybe we'll try to use it. I put the debate thing up there, so maybe I could use it. It's just kind of a pointless room, but I thought we needed a throne room, you know, somewhere where like the king and queen can yell at people and tell them pay their taxes. I don't know what happens in a throne room. Bow down before me, I guess, right? But yeah, here's another bathroom and whatnot, similar to the other side and whatnot. But yeah, here's the prince's room. You could definitely see he's favored and whatnot. He definitely has the bigger of the rooms, has more items, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. It's like not overly done, but not too subtle to where you don't notice, I hope. But yeah, he has the same though. He has a closet and he has a bedroom, and I've been using those little gold trees, and I used it in almost like the king, queens, and prince's room, but I didn't use it in the princess's room as like one of the more subtle ways to show that like who they favor. But yeah, I try to make the bathroom toilets separate outside of the tubs, because I felt like, you know, in some royalty thingies they get bathed. But I mean, obviously my Sims aren't gonna be doing that. But like, you wouldn't want them to walking down you in the stinker, and then they're like, "Hey, I'll bathe you." I don't know. You know, I read too much manga. But yeah, next up we have is our like, I don't, what is this called? Oh god, I'm blanking on the word. Treasury. You know, where we keep all of our treasure. You know what I mean? One of you guys, please comment like and correct me, please. But yeah, so continuing onward, we have here is our art room, which I did just realize I think I just passed up a room. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. But I told you I was gonna get turned around. But yeah, here's a bathroom and whatnot. We have a little art room where they can get their paintings done, and another bathroom. You know, pretty identical. I don't know, plenty of bathrooms. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm imagining someone gets their they have an family artist, and they get their paintings done of the family and whatnot. I feel like I missed that room on the left there. Oh my god, that's gonna bother me. I think I did. I think that's a guest room though, so it wasn't that extravagant that we missed, but here's the 3rd floor, which I'm excited to show you guys. I think this is where I get turned around. I'm like, I feel like I missed something when I was recording this, and it's okay. I'll show it off in the end. It's pretty identical to the other guest rooms and whatnot. But yeah, here's our study. Nice, lovely library and whatnot. And one of my favorite rooms is up here, which is the... What's it called? I don't want to say spellcasters because it is... What's it called? It's called spellcasters in The Sims 4. But like, alchemist? I don't know. But this is their room. I absolutely love this room. I don't know if we'll have anybody who's a spellcaster. I feel like we have to. I have a whole room off of it. They just don't have a spot to live. Now that I think on it, like, they'll have to come to the castle to visit this room, but they don't have a spot to sleep. They could sleep on the bench in that room, I guess, but, like, not necessarily ideal. And then upstairs, up top of the tower is where they do their little magic in the cauldron and whatnot. But yeah, so that is that. I don't know. I just feel bad that I don't have a room for them. But yeah, so here's the queen's room. And I think this is definitely where I was like, how am I already at the queen's room? I feel like we sped through so much of this build. But yeah, so she has a lovely bathroom and a toilet adjacent to it and whatnot. Yeah, the only thing oh god, that's gonna bother me so much that I missed a room. It's fine. It's okay. I'll add it in later. But yeah, here we go. Sorry, I'm going back downstairs because I'm like, wow, we finished the whole 1st floor. Yeah, we did. I'm impressed. Yeah, so go back on up. I'll show that room later. I really did miss that room. It's gonna hurt my soul. But yeah, one last little look at the lovely queen's room as I get my little brain cells together and whatnot. So yeah, she has a lot of like whites and golds. I did try to use like what's it called? The other colors of the bed, but it just felt kind of like, I don't know, it didn't look as elegant and whatnot. But yeah, she has like a little outdoor area where she can view the lands and get a lovely view. Nothing to do out here. I couldn't think of anything. Like usually I like put a telescope or something, but I'm like, would they have a telescope? I was thinking like a woohoo bush, but I was like, nah, we can woohoo inside if needed. But yeah, here's our lovely closet and whatnot that she has, you know, kind of classy. I try to fill everything. I try not to leave anything too blank. Does make this build expensive, and I'm hoping with the For Rent it makes it easier to load. And not more glitchy, because, you know, For Rent can be glitchy if you guys have the pack and whatnot. But I'm hoping it'll make certain rooms, if I close them off in the For Rent and make them apartment, it'll just make this build less likely to glitch, especially with how my internet's been since I've moved and whatnot. But yeah, so here's another kitchen, another lovely kitchen adjacent to a little dining area that they can eat at and whatnot. Like I said, I think there's definitely a spot to eat on all floors. I wanted to make sure that they couldn't starve, and that also that they can go to the bathroom. That was my main concerns about my Sims in this humongous build, because you know how Sims like to get stuck or forget what they're doing, or, you know, yeah. But here's our other ballroom and whatnot, with a view to little eating area outdoors, which you have to go around, unfortunately, get to. But yeah, so we finished quite a bit up here already. Let me go back just so we don't forget anything like I already did. But yeah, in this doorway we have is one of the guest rooms. Like I said, the downstairs one is quite similar to these ones, but it does have a bathroom on the downstairs one, mainly because there's so many bathrooms on this floor that I didn't incorporate these guest rooms to have any, which you guys will see shortly what the bathrooms are. And then here's another little guest room. Please ignore the roofing. The roofing's just being annoying right now. And whatnot. I tried to change the colors and like a few little like decorative items, but they're all kind of different in a way. I don't know if it'll like gear towards how the Sims are, who like the guests, the princes that are coming over, but we'll see. But yeah, so here's like little benches and whatnot, and little table that we can add food to. But yeah, so here's all the bathrooms. They're pretty fancy bathrooms and whatnot. So I was like, the guests can just use these. They don't need another bathroom. These are plenty and whatnot, which each are pretty close to identical except for the art and whatnot. And then over here we have is access to the rooftop, which, oh my god, I'm struggling. Here we go. Which has just like a little fireplace thingy, which I didn't need to add logs for. And then like a little utilities thing, which I don't know if makes sense quite yet, but I just added it up there. Not quite sure if I'll change that out and whatnot, but yeah, let's go back down. Through this little door here, and then if we continue on, here is the king side of the castle. So his is different. Like, I try to make it with the queen and kings, I try to make it similar to their office and color scheme and a few different items. I just dragged it upstairs and whatnot. And yeah, so it's pretty much identical. They have a bathroom. toilet, and then also a little closet and whatnot. And then they each have a little study. I forgot to mention, they each have like a little study, little fireplace area. The king and queen do have a spot, a little table where you can add food and whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this castle. It took me so long to build this. I absolutely loved being able to do that, and I hope the series turns out just as well, because I'm considering how much effort has been put into it. I'm going to take the time and make sure the series goes well. I promise. That's the plan. I'm just worried about my editing skills is all, I guess. But here's a little area for like a little study spot right before you get to the patio area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour. I will show off that little guest room here at the end because I feel really bad for missing it and whatnot. But yeah, I think I'm just double checking. Everything good out here. Yeah, so let me show off that other little room I missed. Oopsie. Okay, so here we are, back in that one hallway, and as you guys can see, this is where we had the treasury that I was talking about, but the door right next to it that I walked by so fast is the other guest room. It's nothing too special. Like I said, it's pretty similar to the others, just different color scheme, a few different items. Pretty identical, though. But this one also does have a adjacent bathroom, because there's no bathrooms nearby, and it had the space for it, so I'm glad I got to show you guys this, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss any rooms. And yay, that'll be it for this video and this overall like tour and whatnot. Please over like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to this village, welcome on in, guys. I just wanted to end it here on this stream because I wanted to look at our lovely build before we get into and start kickstarting, and mainly for me brainstorming this series overall. I hope you guys are excited. Please let me know down below in the comments if you are, because this is, like I said, this is something we've been working on for a while now, and I can't wait to just get into the Let's Play itself. And I think this is honestly one of my biggest builds and whatnot, so I hope you guys did like it and enjoy it, and hopefully we don't see any flaws in the future, because you guys know me. Tours is usually where I see things that I missed, but you never know. This build was huge, and I even missed a whole room. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.